You guys will already know from my regimen schedule that I do an intensive protein treatment every 6 to 8 weeks. So in today's video, I'm bringing you guys along with me for my protein wash day so that you guys can see exactly how I use the Aphogee 2-step protein treatment. Now, judging by the fact that you clicked on this video, you're really not trying to watch me stand here and talk. So the one thing that I will say is that the way that I use this treatment is a little bit different to the normal, to what the instructions say. And this is simply because I found that using it the normal way could be quite daunting or even damaging for people who have tightly curly or coily textured hair. I certainly knew that that was the case for me when I first started using this treatment a few years ago. So I really think that doing things this way that I'm about to show you works much better for people who have tightly curly or coily textured hair. Also, one more quick side note, you guys, this is day 9 hair. I don't know if you guys have seen my video from last week where I did the wash and go with Luster's S-Curl Activator. You guys, look at the amount of definition I still have in this. I'm clearly struggling with my words. I'm clearly struggling because if not for the fact that I try not to go more than 10 days without washing my hair, I would have kept this wash and going for so much longer. But you guys, look at this. So I don't know if any of you guys have tried this yet, but I really need to know if I'm the only one who's experiencing this. Again, still no crunch, no flakes whatsoever. And it's so soft. It's still so moisturized. Anyway, I figured that you guys might appreciate the cheeky update, but now let's get into this video. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is completely detangling my hair. So I will typically use any slippery conditioner to detangle my hair beforehand, but I have run out of all of my other conditioners, so I'm just going to be using a mixture of some slippery elm, some marshmallow root, as well as some flaxseed gel and some olive oil to be detangling my hair today. Plus, you guys know me better than to think I would pass up an opportunity to include plant gels in a video, okay? Of course, for the sake of convenience, you guys can use whatever slippery conditioners you already have at home, but the main reason why I think it's important to do this before, especially if you're somebody who has tightly curly or coily hair, is because the instructions of the Aphogee 2-step actually says to comb the product through your hair once it's on there. But if any of you with super coily or curly hair have ever tried using the Aphogee 2-step protein treatment before, you will already know how tricky it is to work with once it's in your hair. It's super sticky and it doesn't really have enough lubrication to coat super coily hair for easy combing. So in a nutshell, no one has that kind of time. So to save myself from struggling to detangle my hair with just the liquid in my hair, I will detangle beforehand so I know that that's largely out of the way and done before I proceed. So using my applicator bottle, I'm just going to apply this mixture to my hair and brush it section by section until my entire head is fully detangled. To anyone who is interested in DIY detanglers, or even if you just want to try it out, then I would definitely recommend that you try out this recipe for detangling your hair. It literally makes your hair feel so good. Look at how juicy my hair is looking. I felt so good about this that I was really contemplating just leaving it in my hair. But if not for the video that I had to film, I really would have taken my time with this and probably just left it in as a gel or a leave-in because it is so good. You guys will also probably be wondering why you can see me using my Denman paddle instead of my Easy Brush. No reason. I literally just saw it in my hair basket and thought, oh, I haven't used this in a while. Let's see if I can remember why I loved it so much. And then I tried it and remembered why I loved the Easy Brush so much. So you'll see me changing back to the Easy Brush at some point just because it was taking me way too much time to try and detangle with the paddle brush. I decided it would be good for me to save all the hairs that I'm losing during this process, just so that you guys can see how much hair loss I experience every single week, so that you can compare, especially for those of you who are wondering whether the amount of hair that you are losing every week is normal. You guys will already know that I only detangle my hair about once a week, every single wash day. At this point, I think it had been about 8 days or so since I washed and detangled my hair last. So this is how much hair that I have lost in that time. Most of these will be shed hairs, but obviously some of these will inevitably be broken hairs. And this is in total how much hair I've lost on this wash day. Once that's done, I'm going to rinse out my hair and change it to 4 sections as opposed to the 8 sections that I've been detangling in. And then I'm going to go in with my favorite clarifying and chelating shampoo, which, as you guys already know, is the Tresemme 2-in-1 Cleanse and Replenish shampoo and conditioner. As you can see, I will typically start with my scalp first and then work the product downwards towards my ends so that I don't cause any tangles or matting in the process of washing my hair. The main ingredients that I'm really focusing on in this product are the sodium lauryl sulfate as well as the disodium EDTA. These two ingredients will really help to remove product buildup and mineral buildup from my hair to make sure that I'm working with a clean slate and that the proteins can properly penetrate and adhere to my hair without interference. I'm also going to be unraveling each twist to make sure that the shampoo is evenly distributed throughout the entire section, and then redoing the twist as I rinse under the shower. Now that my hair is completely clean, I'm going to pour about half of the Aphogee treatment into my applicator bottle, and for my length and volume of hair, I will tend to get no more than 2 uses out of this, so I'm pouring about 60 ml into my applicator bottle. And the reason I'm using my applicator bottle is because it really helps me to control how I'm applying the product so that I don't waste it, because trust me, this product is very, very easy to waste. Also, side note, do any of you guys get this stingy, tingly feeling when this stuff touches your scalp after a fresh wash? Yeah, protein will do that to you, and I don't know that there's anything particularly harmful about it, but it's always weird, and I can't say it's one of my favorite feelings in the world. Anyway, I'm going to apply this to my hair section by section until each and every single section has been coated in this product. I am also going to be unraveling the twists, as you can see, to apply and work that product through my hair, because Lord knows I'm not combing this stuff through my hair. For this next step, I'm going to keep my hair in the loose twists that they are already in, and I'm going to apply medium to high heat from my hand dryer to my hair for about 5 to 10 minutes. If you have one of those hooded bonnet dryer attachments, that could work too, but I personally just prefer it this way so that I can easily touch and feel my hair as it's getting dry. I'll usually just balance this on a table and sit so that the hot air is directed at my head, but that would have been too inconvenient to film, so I'm just going to be doing this manually today. Initially, my hair is still quite drippy, so I'll dry it with the clips in until the initial drip stops, and then I'll take down that butterfly clip to apply the heat directly to the twists evenly. You'll also see me gently separating the twists without unraveling them completely to make sure that I'm getting heat to all of the hair in that section and not just the outside of the twists. Once I can feel my hair is starting to get quite stiff, I'll stop before it gets completely hard. Without rinsing out the 2-step treatment, I'm now going to mix the balancing moisturizer in with my Cresse pillow and apply that directly onto my hair. As I'm doing this, you will see that it will start to break the hard cast and make my hair malleable again. So as you guys can see, my hair will be getting a good amount of protein as well as some amino acids from the Aphogee 2-step protein treatment, as well as the balancing moisturizer, and even in the Cresse pillow we have some hydrolyzed silk. At the same time, I'm using these conditioners for their moisturizing and the conditioning ingredients that they carry. So for example, the Boreti fruit oil, as well as some of the fatty alcohols in here like cetyl alcohol, as well as stearyl alcohol, and of course my favorite benhydramonium methosulfate. The reason I do this is, again, to add moisturizing and conditioning properties to my hair that I just simply wouldn't be able to get from just the juice. And then choosing to mix it all together like this saves me from having to rinse my hair additional times, as well as having to deep condition separately all over again after using the balancing moisturizer for the 2 minutes that the instructions recommend. I will then wrap my head with some heat and leave this in for another 15 minutes like I do my normal deep conditioners. If you guys have seen any of my other wash day videos, then you will have seen me do this multiple times before, where I basically just pour some hot water onto my microfiber towel and then wrap that around my head and cover it with a shower cap to create some heat around my hair for extra conditioning purposes. So altogether, the protein actually sits in my hair for about 30 to 40 minutes from the moment it first goes onto my hair to when I rinse it out. Now, as you guys already know, I have very high porosity hair, so please note that I can afford to do things this way because of that fact, which makes my hair very receptive to protein. As you guys may know from my previous videos, that the amount of heat and time that you keep the protein on your hair for will determine the strength of the treatment. So for lower porosity hair, coarse hair, or fine hair, you want to taper your application process so that you use less heat and keep it on for less time. And here is a side-by-side of how dusty my hair was looking before versus what it's looking like now. I can definitely see a difference in the coil definition and certainly in the bounce and springiness of my hair. Now, for those of you who have seen my full regimen schedule, you'll know that I only do this every 6 to 8 weeks. So you can click and watch this video on the screen right now to find out which deep conditioners I use on all my other wash days. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.